Good morning, everyone. I hope we're all well. I hope you can hear me safe and sound. Um, let's just check this out and see if it works. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so um, apparently you can hear me. But yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope we're doing well. Breaking news this morning, or late last night, was that Alphonse Areola and Edson Alvarez are set to be departing the club. Um, There apparently some interest from Paris FC for Areola, and for those that don't know, Paris FC are now part of the Red Bull franchise. So there are there's a lot of money that's going to be floating around in the Ligue 1 from that side of France in the foreseeable future. So obviously Paris FC we have a good relationship with after signing Mohamed Kante from them, who's been ripping it up big time in the under 21s, as seen most recently with his performance against Woking. Little cameo comes on and secures a 2-0 victory against Woking in the dying minutes of the game. But yeah, Areola. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and beat around the bush. I think Areola's time is done. I don't think he's good enough, and we've kind of suffered from his sort of distribution at the back in terms of linking up with the defence. I mean, he exposed that defence quite a lot this this past couple of seasons. Hi Sharky, hope we're doing, mate. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, because I'm not too sure whether I can in myself. But yeah, lads, come on, mate, let's go. Let's go. So I'm just walking the dog quickly before I start work, but I thought I'd jump on quickly to talk about Areola and Alvarez. So yeah, Areola, I've not really been too impressed, and there's been, West Ham have a history of signing goalkeepers that tend to be good shot stoppers, like penalty situations and one-on-ones. But in terms of the manager that we've got now, they require that little bit more from them than your average goalkeeper. So that's why Mads Hermansen was brought in. So Mads Hermansen is coming. He's got the number one shirt, and I think that's a great signing. And now I believe it is time to shift Areola on. His wages are massive. His wages are absolutely massive for sitting on the bench. And one of Potter's most important comments last season was that the squad transition was all about shifting on. Come on, mate. Yeah, come back this way. Back this way. Come on. He's sort of been. Sorry, I was trying to talk. The reason why Potter was commenting on the transition and the recruitment of players was because there's a lot of money sitting on the bench, and Areola, if he's going to be a number two, he's going to be on 120 grand a week. That's a lot of dough to be just sitting on the bench for a goalkeeper that's probably not going to be playing a massive part of the season. So I think it's probably the right move. We paid around £12 million for Areola in the first place, and we've won a trophy with him. That's great, but it's about evolution now, and we have to move on to the next step. So, yeah, Areola, thank you for your services, but let's try and recoup whatever we can. I don't think we bought in to make a profit, and look to find that number two that can support Mads Hermansen, who plays in the same way. So, yeah, Areola to Paris FC. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. It was reported by Russie D on West Ham Network. Shout out to Russie and his morning roundup. And yeah, that's a move I'll probably be in favour for. So yeah, Buds, come on, mate, keep dragging. So these morning walks get harder with when the weather starts picking up a bit hotter. So yeah, Alvarez next. Now it's been reported that Alvarez is set to leave the club, despite getting the number 4 shirt at the club. Despite getting the number 4 shirt at the club, it seems that him and Potter don't seem eye to eye. I think that was evident. You could look back as early as January this year, when he first took over, and there was a few comments on there saying that players were turning up for training late, players' attitudes weren't right, and he has punished them. So yeah, so basically, I mean, yeah, so basically, he is. I think Alvarez is probably one of those players that looks like he's on his way out. And personally, I think it'd probably be a good move for him to go. I think there's been some sort of areas of doubt of Alvarez. You know, for someone that we spend a lot of money on, near enough £40 million on from Ajax. For me, I just think he's not a complete player in the Premier League for us. I think he'll do well in the Liga or Serie A, even Bundesliga. But for the Premier League, I think he gets exposed quite a bit. And obviously, with the defence we've got behind him, it doesn't aid, or doesn't protect him, or doesn't aid his sort of abilities. But I think if someone like Atletico Madrid came in for him, come in for the Mexican captain, El Capitan, and maybe there was a deal to be struck where we could get Conor Gallagher in return, I think that would be a great fit for us. I think that'd be a great fit. And I believe Conor Gallagher, I have to fact check this. People in the comments might be able to help me out. But I believe Graham Potter made Conor Gallagher his captain at Chelsea. So double check that. I think that is probably right. I think that's probably right. But obviously Chelsea sold Gallagher to comply with their PSR rules, because I think they got about £40 million from Atletico Madrid for him. And Atletico Madrid like the player, but I think they're probably used to something a bit more Hispanic, a bit more fire in the belly in the middle of the park, especially with Diego Simeone as your manager. So yeah, interesting stuff. Let's see how developments go. Like I say, we don't report on the West Ham news that often. Don't report on the Arsenal news that often, but we tend to do it in our shorts. We'll do it in trousers as well. But on YouTube shorts, that's when we tend to like react to certain stuff. Live streams don't tend to happen, obviously, work commitments and family commitments. So that is a rarity. I'll go for quite early this morning. But yeah, so drop us a like, subscribe to our channel. Really appreciate the support. We stream live every Thursday at 8:30. So pop along to our channel. We've set schedules up for the next 6 weeks. So put the notification bell on, no streams, and get involved, get interacting, and we'll be reacting to Premier League topics every week. Sharing our dad life stories, playing quizzes, having debates, and getting special guests on. Last night we had my old school friend Mark Hawes join us, a West Ham fan, season ticket holder, and yeah, interesting fact. Me and Mark got married on the same day, same year, same time, and we couldn't go to each other's weddings. So yeah, that's an interesting fact with me and Mark. I mean, I grew up with Mark in the Rush Green area for years. We've been friends. So yeah, it's things like that don't tend to happen that often in life, where you go to school with someone at a very early age, even nursery, primary school, and you still remain in touch almost 40 years later. So yeah, it's nice. It's a nice thing to have. That's the beauty of social media and Teams, and web calls, and phones, is that you can just reach out to people, and that's great. But yeah, let's say drop us a like, drop us a comment in the chat box or in the comments below. Please like, because it really does help our algorithm, and we're just going to keep doing what we do. But we're going to shoot off now. Work is called in, and let's hope West Ham can get 3 points at Sunderland this weekend. So thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Hola, ang chill. and we'll spill a bit of beer. Raise a glass to the past and the mates who ain't here. From Highbury to Upton Park, it's now Ashburton and Stratford for a lark. It's the Old Dad's Our Job podcast, the heart of the game.